And back again for another replay of Wargame European Escalation. It's going to be an economic game on the Thuringer Wild map, which I think I've actually played before. And yeah, as you can see, especially with the way the game handles hills and all that, this map looks a bit more like a golf course actually than anything else. Imagine that, like fighting on a giant golf course. That could be the green, look at that, called golf and all that, there could be another green little hole and all that. Could take some pretty good shots, to say the least. But anyway, so yeah, it's going to be a good old-fashioned NATO versus pact game, and yeah, it's going to be economy rather than just pure old destruction. And if I remember correctly, here we go. Yes, I'm playing as pact in this instance. So yes, in the economic mode, yeah, basically you win by accumulating more resource points rather than score points than your opponents, and yeah, just have to reach a certain amount of points basically, and yeah, we'll just see what's happening here. So Vikal is going to capture that, and I'll be taking what the interesting. It says I'll take Dimitri, but it's actually Delta. What the hell's Dimitri then? Huh, interesting. Very interesting. What the hell? I just changed the perspective here. Whoop, there we go. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Why the hell did I call it Dimitri? Surely, yeah, I don't know. I don't see any other control zones called that, so yeah, I guess I just thought it was Dimitri for some reason. In any case, yeah, while they're all setting up, let's check out the starting composition. So we've got crap loads of gunship helicopters. Not too shabby, although these ones are H1S Cobras. Huh, interesting. So no ATGMs. Also got a command helicopter for some reason, more gunship helicopters, just cheap ones, Chaparral anti-aircraft missiles, flak panzers. Got Leopard 2, so the fancy Leopards, much better than Leopard 1s. And what else do we have? ATGM Jeeps, actually no Milans, are they Jeeps or not? Yes, they are Jeeps, I can see the outline. Also got Jeep Recons, as well as yeah, a couple of other light forces. More heavy stuff though comes to tanks mostly. Okay, the really expensive artillery. He's got two sets of them, that Tiger guy, but he's only got one FOB. Because the poly, it's apparently rather bizarre. Don't really know why exactly he did that, but what the hell, see what happens. So left here we've got mostly transport helicopters and infantry, probably trying to either capture zone or maybe trying to sneak in, as well as crap loads of mortar carriers, which are just going to be sticking around, supply helicopters, more infantry, command vehicles, etc, etc. What do we have? Gunship helicopters, thankfully with ATGMs. I think these are the fancier ones. Yeah, the Mi-24Ps. Also got a couple of Havocs by me, the most expensive helicopter available, well, attack helicopter available to pact in the game. So yes, there's very good ATGMs. Rocket pod's a bit, it's not too shabby. Autocannon's not too shabby either, but yeah, it's got pretty good amount of health, and yeah, not too shabby indeed. So it looks like we'll be encountering the enemy right about here. So we've got a recon helicopter coming out against these Cobras, which is very unfortunate. And speaking of which, we've actually got VPZUs being deployed by the Mi-17 transport helicopter, which is actually the fancier version with rocket pods. So yeah, so I think that's probably going to get shot down as well, which kind of sucks. What can you do? And these VPZUs, if they want to survive, they're going to get into these bushes as quickly as possible. So go special forces, go. And yeah, speaking of which, we've actually got oh, okay, they must have been transported there to get there that quickly, I wouldn't think, but by what? Well, in any case, yeah, we've also got regular rifle squads being transported to the Juliet flag point, just as well, given that they're actually sending in a command vehicle. Oh my god, it's the unarmored one as well, with only 5 hit points. Wow, that kind of sucks. Oh well, yeah, speaking of which, yeah, it looks like my tanks, my cheap T-55s will get hit. Although, interesting enough, no, they're being recalled back. I wonder if they saw my Kub. Well, they probably saw it before, otherwise they probably wouldn't recall them. That's what they are. In any case, yeah, the command vehicle's been taken out, so we've got a nice little lead there. And yeah, basically name of the game here is to try to hold on to these different control zones, especially ones that offer more resource points, such as yeah, Delta and Charlie. I suppose Foxtrot and Golf on this map, as well as Juliet. I forget that. And yeah, basically just try to accumulate as many points as possible compared. Really? Oh, that's right, yes. Compared to your opponents. And Crowley on our team has just surrendered for some reason. which means I think he, well, actually I don't think you quit if you surrender. You can still see what's happening, but yeah, you just can't communicate with anyone as a spectator, I think. But yeah, it kind of sucks really. We also got a bit of a sneaky maneuver by Tiger 888. He's got green jackets, and more green jackets coming in, so recon squad. Interesting. So is mate using him as what, as actual recon, or is he actually going to be using him as makeshift cheaper assault units, special forces, that's it. But in any case, yeah, it looks like that sneaky infantry assault has been blocked out here by Coke. Interesting name. And so Havoc's still just hanging around here. Wow, actually got this transport helicopter being sent in with no infantry by the looks of it. And my Montestelskis will have a hell of a time taking that out. So my Corvets also firing is unfortunately not really getting any hits because it got killed off beforehand. Same time, yeah, Vikhal's moving his guys up, perhaps to try to capture. Actually get. Okay, surely that disappears after a while. But anyway, yeah, I think he's actually trying to capture the Alpha sector, although, no, we've got command armor for NATO here, and I'm not entirely sure why Alpha hasn't been captured yet. Do we have command armor? Ah, okay, yes, we've got command vehicles, yeah, for both sides there, that's why. Speaking of which, for some reason we also got a bunch of Chinooks here, supply helicopters. Just going to get taken out by these gunships. Probably should just try to capture them instead. And these green jackets are apparently going to hide out here, so maybe, yeah, they just put it there for a reinforcement. And did we actually notice that? I'm not entirely sure because I reacted a bit slowly to that recon helicopter there, but what the screw it. And what do we have there? Oh, we've got my anti-tank teams preparing to take out these Fuchses, and also got my Havoc trying to take out these mortar carriers, which for some reason are just streaming in without proper protection. I think maybe these Fuchses were meant to do something to try to protect them. Actually, they're going to be able to do a bit of damage against these anti-tank jeeps. As, yeah, they're only like crappy jeeps with no armor or anything like that, which kind of sucks. You probably should put in a little bit more here, but yeah, I mean, just a couple of infantry on the edges of the forest would have knocked these things out pretty quickly. But yeah, unfortunately, my guys just get overwhelmed there. And yeah, my position in Charlie is getting decimated, but thankfully do have reinforcements by Mikhail coming in with regular infantry, I think, as well as T-62s, just the base model, I think, yeah. Incredibly cheap, but what the hell. Nice gun, although no submachine gun. Oh, no machine gun or anything like that, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? Also got some artillery heading in from somewhere, and wow, craploads of gunship helicopters coming in to take out these AMS-60s, as well as yeah, T-62s coming in. So yeah, I don't know what exactly what's his name, Yukisuke or whatever his name is, was thinking when he sent them in like that. I mean, these are mortars, for God's sake. They're meant to be used at a distance to clear out forests and. Well, basically, yeah, just to be used as short-ranged artillery, really. Kind of similar to Men of War, although they can actually do a good job in sort of stunning tanks and all that, if they hit near them or, well, actually get direct hits. And wow, look at that. Now that's a sight right there. I think, yeah, those are ATGMs being launched at them as well. Very nice indeed. So God knows what the hell he's thinking there. Got more units coming in, but he did manage to secure... Well, I think I'll use a loose definition of the term there, but yeah, he did manage to let's get a couple of units into this forest, and can I actually see him? Nope, I can't, and I can't see him either. Whoop, what do we have there? Got some crap happening here as well. Looks like I got a bit of artillery fire, and yeah, just trading some blows here and there, but looks like our tanks are being forced to rout, including a Tunguska, which for some reason went a bit loose. What the hell is shooting at us? Okay, so they got yeah, their own tank destroyer shooting at us. Thankfully, we do have artillery coming in to try to do a bit of damage there. And actually, I can actually reduce that even further. Not that. Well, anyway, I was just checking the speed settings there. So yes, looks like another guy has surrendered. Lucas on NATO side, and yeah, so that should be a relatively even game by now. T-55 AMV-1, so it's a bit more of a fancy T-55 tank. It comes with the ATGM main gun and a HMG as well, but have to watch out for this recon squatters. Yeah, they do still come with those anti-tank rockets and doing bits of damage there. The tank's really taking crap loads of damage there by the AMX-32 as well, which is the glass cannon used by the French. Artillery's managing to do quite a bit of damage though, forcing these tanks to panic, so reducing their combat effectiveness pretty significantly. Toppers coming as well, all those. Oh, okay, just APCs, really cheap ones. With just not sure why exactly single them anyway. What do we have here? Oh, the green jackets actually made their way here, and Something must have spotted there, because yeah, it looks like I'm sending in a combination of Motostelskis with BMPs. Should be able to take out these recon guys with relative ease. Yeah, they come in small man squads as well. Sucks to be them to say least. And yeah, I think this is also when I start using the Shilka as well, instead of the ZSU something or other. Oh no, it is a ZSU Shilka, but there was like a different ZSU I was using before, and of course I can't remember what the damn designation was. Yeah, well, what can you do? What can you do? Also got a bit of annoying artillery fight, so we can get a nice close angle at that. Oh, never mind, it finished, of course, damn it. They waited until I zoomed in and they finished, of course, which is actually impossible given that this is a replay of the game where it's happened. But anyway, look, got massive amounts of reinforcements coming in by from Coke, should I say. And why not as well. Havoc by Mikhail in. I think my Havocs managed to survive. Where the hell are they? It can't be it. Well, maybe they did get killed. Huh, interesting. I swear they were still around here somewhere. Well, whatever. In either case, yeah, they have shooting crap out of this glass cannon tank. And yeah, problem of course when you're retreating is that you can't really get tanks to sort of retreat backwards and get their better forward armor to actually face towards your opponent. Yeah, they'll actually get their rear armor to face, which kind of sucks. And what the hell happens here? Oh, that's rather nasty. Bit of artillery fire there. Don't think too much is actually getting killed by it, but as you can see, yeah, we're getting a bit of damage. Okay, and I can't see us getting a bit damaged as well. Nothing thankfully getting destroyed though, but yeah, these lighter guys getting pretty significant damage, which kind of sucks. And of course, yeah, getting panicked as a result, reducing the combat effectiveness quite a bit, which kind of sucks to say the least. But thankfully, yeah, it looks like oh no, never mind, there's more incoming. Yeah, we'll just let that come in until we'll see something happening on the right. Actually, maybe there's something happening on the right now. No, maybe not. Yeah, I thought there was a red dot around there, so I guess it got killed off. Really? Sending a BMP to there? They're actually queuing it when you see it like that lighter colour. That means it's actually being queued to go there from spawn point, which is rather bizarre. That's whatever. So yeah, Coke also deciding to occupy Golf, though not with any command vehicles, and looks like Charlie has been occupied by myself. So got a cheap T-55 to defend as well as an armoured recon. I think I'll soon try to advance up the hill just to get a bit of a better position. Actually, is this? I think it's the same height because it goes down one layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so yeah, it's the same. But yeah, just try to get more of a forward position and try to route them out as well. Because if I manage to capture this little forest here, then yeah, basically there's not really too many places for them to hide units in. But yeah, enough of that. Looks like we've got a bit of an attack happening by Topaz APCs. Incredibly cheap. My God, that is cheap. In fact, 6 points, really? 5 and 6 points each. I think one of them is, yeah, one of them has veteran, so interesting. Wow, I didn't actually think they could get that cheap. But what they actually still got armor, a little bit of armor on the front, and 10 hit points. Interesting. I got a crappy MMG, so what the hell are they doing? They're using them for makeshift, let's see. The only thing I can think of, the only reason I can think of to use them as this, oh, okay, they're probably using them as bait. For the ATGMs, very nicely done, and I think they're just using them as makeshift scouts as well. Very nice indeed. I think that's what they're doing. Huh, interesting. And yeah, also just trying to reveal. Wow, and also yeah, just trying to reveal what's happening here, presumably so that yeah we could shoot at them with our. Oh, there we go. There's my 2 Havocs. But yes, we could shoot at them with yeah long range weapons and yeah, shoot at them with artillery. I think that's what he's doing. That's the only reason I can think of why he'd be sending empty APCs. He's actually got recoilless rifles. Unfortunately, yeah, packed stuff in general doesn't get very good stabilizers, which means, or they get no stabilizers, which basically means that yeah, they don't shoot that well on the move. But what the hell? It's something like this, spamming them even with no stabilizers. They can still do a bit of damage. And wow, got anti-tank teams coming in, recoilless rifles, BMP ones with ATGMs and main guns. My God, man. Very audacious indeed, if I do say so. Simply incredible. This guy, okay, doesn't still. Leopard 2 A42 actually coming face to face with what Motostelskis and BMP ones and recoilless rifle jeeps. My God, man, these guys like incredible should get 10 points. Wow. Okay, I must have missed that because I'm pretty sure yeah I was concentrating on a different point on the map at this point. So, wow. It's just completely overwhelming them with a bit of spam there. And of course, yeah, spam can be countered in this game, of course. But these guys, of course, don't seem to have been ready for that. So, with NATO, though, apparently they get pretty good and pretty good cheap, well, pretty cheap and pretty good autocannon units, which, yeah, will just do wonders against spammy units that might be deployed by Warsaw Pact. So, yeah, unfortunately, they don't seem to have really deployed them here. They mostly had just heavy tanks and what were they called? Heavy tanks and yeah, just ATGM units and all that. And we're going to use toppers against cobras directly. Oh, that is good. That is just incredible. Well, there you go. Nothing like a bit of audacity, eh? Toppers. What the hell's he doing? Why are they retreating? Come on, man. They had them right in their sights, for God's sake. And they almost killed off that bloody cobra. What are they doing? Well, they got more topper scissors coming in. Managed to take out that thing. And wow. Look at this, just more light things coming in. And yeah, I think me supporting with whatever units I sent, such as the Havocs as well, would have helped a bit as well, in my opinion. Just helping take out the heavier stuff. I think actually, yeah, I did focus mostly on that anti-air first, but then yeah, I think I focused a bit on the tanks afterwards as well. And yeah, opponents really shocking control of their units as well. They really should have gotten their helicopters out of there, as yeah, they're best when used in... wow. Best when used in support roles, which I mean, yeah, you don't really want to get them that close, especially with NATO, since their helicopters, the vast majority of them have only got 5 hit points in each, and not really any resistance to small arms fire, unlike most Warsaw Pact helicopters. And you know, we actually managed to capture their FOB. Oh, we're actually in their primary spawn zone or whatever. So actually managed to capture a couple of their FFBs. Not bad. And speaking of which, what do we have happening on the left? Okay, it looks like I'm preparing to try to capture this all-important forest, which I probably could have just ignored. Wait a minute, whose artillery is firing there? Okay, that's my artillery actually firing. And was actually hitting anything? Nope, I just saw that the hotel sector was occupied, so I was just firing in the random vicinity, although his command vehicle was of course all the way back there. Damn it, don't manage to get a direct hit. So one single direct hit should be more than enough to take it out, as it does have just only 5 hit points, and yeah, it's just a crappy command jeep. But yeah, jeeps in this game, yeah, can be pretty good. Command jeeps, in my opinion, are a bit too expensive for their fragility. I mean, they're not that much cheaper than armoured command vehicles, but yeah, what the hell, it's still be used. And yeah, you start off the game with one anyway, so usually just send them off to nearby control zones like this one, I suppose. So here we go, here comes the assault by me, nothing happening on the right, so let's just see what is happening here. So I think, yeah, I actually had a bit of a problem with this, and yeah, especially these crappy artilleries, which I should have just brought up a bit closer to try to take these guys out, but yeah, fortunately I don't, and yeah, it's instead, yeah, just going to keep firing at this rather distant point instead, and yeah, I was just using cheap artillery, which is pretty inaccurate over long distances. So yeah, I should also come in with a recon squad. Oh my god, that's right. I think I was actually just operating under the assumption that there'd be very light resistance here, but nope, I encountered the Jaeger squads. I should have sent my Grenters out of there as quickly as possible, but no, unfortunately I don't. They get taken out, Monster get taken out, BMPs are having the time of their life getting taken out, and yeah, this Monster Stealthy squad I don't think is going to do too much there. Oh wow, actually he had more Jaegers squads in there than I thought. He has 4 squads in the east, now down to 3 squads, and 2 squads in the western part of the forest, so very heavily fortified indeed, and of course very vulnerable to area effect weapons, such as yeah, artillery. Apparently you get flame tanks in this game as well, which isn't too shabby. Apparently Warsaw Pact gets better flame tanks than NATO. Maybe it's something to look into actually. Huh, maybe. Well, in any case, yeah, and they also, yeah, they don't get mortars though like NATO does, but maybe the flame tanks, their improved flame tanks are meant to offset that. Just use them to fire into the forest and I'll just burn everyone there. Whatever, in either case they decide to, is that me? Yeah, sending in T-55s, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have made them veterans. They must have had 1 veteran point on their own, and yeah, they're getting torn up by these Jaegers though, which of course are remaining hidden in this damn forest. God, that kind of sucks. I'm just continuing to lose them. God knows what the hell I'm thinking with them. Well, Stelskis aren't having a great time either. Finally I get into range to actually do some damage. Oh, okay, because I need to spot them first, then yeah, they just get completely destroyed, so that kind of sucks to see the least. Sending in my Havocs presumably for fire support, but I think these guys are too deep in the forest maybe, and here we go, here comes the artillery. And with the Audacious one being taken out as well. These Havocs, I send them a little bit too close for comfort, sorry, and will they get taken out, I wonder? Thankfully they do have quite a bit of hit points. And yeah, I do think they have resistance, of course, to small arms fire as well, which is all they're getting fired from. And look at that. They're panicked, but yeah, they're still leaving relatively good health. And yeah, I can just send them back for repairs, so very close. But yeah, there we go. Artillery, well, actually, that's pretty good. Oh, okay, because I must be using corrected shots there. Because yeah, I do have units spotting that ground there. So at the very least, yeah, my artillery isn't too inaccurate. And yeah, he's actually doing a bit of damage there. Fortunately, and not actually doing too much direct damage there. But yeah, reducing this, what was once a squad of, three squads of Jaegers to one squad of only a couple of members in there. Also reducing this Jaeger squad as well, so doing quite a bit of damage. Not exactly leaving much forest to capture, but what the hell. Speaking of which, not much happening on the right here. Looks like they're just sending in, what the hell? Cannons. Interesting, I'll have to look up exactly what the hell that is. Also got a message to attack here by Vikhail, why not? And my god, those Jaegers are still in that damn forest. I should just continue the artillery bombardment. What the hell was thinking? Thankfully I at least had the foresight to bring in 2 FOBs, seeing as yeah, I would continue, or rather would use artillery rather extensively. Oh, there we go. Artillery bombardment continues. You gotta love that sound. Look at that, nice bit of detail there as well. Very nice indeed, if I do say so. Yeah, these are details you miss out on when you're actually playing the game, because you're normally going to have it zoomed out, because everything has got like 10 kilometers range on it. Well, maybe not 10 kilometers, you know what I mean, it's got incredible range, but really, yeah, given how big the maps are, it's not too unexpected. So there we go, not quite a hole-in-one on this screen, but yeah, managed to do a bit of damage against these Jaegers, and I think I do eventually manage to capture them as well. Yeah, what's happening here? For some reason we got Urals being sent. Really? Ah, God. What is he thinking? Sending Urals all the way there. And Chinooks. What does Coke want to return the Chinooks? What, to his opponents maybe? Oh, God. I don't know what the hell that's about, but anyway. Oh, gosh. Or are they just using them as makeshift supply? Guys, don't really know, but in any case, I'd rather keep the Chinooks, because they got pretty decent amounts of supplies in them. Might as well just use them to resupply your own guys. Oh well, and we got another attack here by, okay, this time by our opponent, Polit saying to his allies to actually attack there. Again saying to attack there. And what do we have happening here? Something happening here? Nope. And yeah, you guys, yeah, reduced to one pretty insignificant number, so I should be able to attack once I get my infantry guys in. So this one's presumably got recon guys, which unfortunately don't have a different icon from the regular rifle squads, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? Now, there you go, this is a bit of desperation maneuver, actually using artillery against us. I don't believe that, there's nothing in there, so they're not doing much damage there. And they've even got an MLRS, which is a unit you don't see too often, as NATO has only got one MLRS unit, while Warsaw Pact has got a whole bunch of different ones for different sorts of different things, and yeah, they've got the unique Buritano, which is a short-ranged MLRS. I've only used it in a single player, and I don't know, it's a bit too situational for my opinion. God, these Chinooks, what are they doing? Are they trying to resupply them? Huh. Coaxing, lol. Yeah, maybe it's just taunting or something. In any case, yeah, artillery not really doing too much, and my all-important attack on this forest continues. Bam! One of the Jaeger squads getting taken out entirely. Actually, I wonder if it's possible to actually destroy these forests permanently with artillery. I mean, look at these. This forest has taken so much damn damage, but apart from the trees just looking a bit brown, which I think is... Actually, no. No, I think they actually are looking a bit more brown. But yeah, as you can see, they're still there, though. Interesting. So I don't know what the hell that little patch is there. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But no, maybe they do eventually get taken out. Maybe just... Yeah, I don't know. Have a look at this. Yeah, trees do seem to be a bit more dense compared to this, but it still says forest dense heavy colour, so I don't know. Whatever, in any case, while that's continuing, we finally got some combat happening here. The ATGM Jeep's shooting at something or other. Interesting. Cobra's, okay, just blind firing maybe? I'm not entirely sure if they can actually see what's happening. Oh, yeah, they actually do see a bit. Okay, they do have their own recon units on the field, of course, to spot what's happening there, and yeah, we can spot most of their stuff as well. Huh, interesting. So there we go, we finally have the battle for India. of interesting use of the attack helicopters there being used mostly against the supply trucks. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. And yeah, it looks like I've secured that forest as well at the same time. And wow, here comes the MRS to screw our day up a bit. Actually, it's a pretty good target for the MRS, having all our units bunched up like this. Bad for us, of course, but yeah, good for them. And down there goes. Well, and of course, yeah, got those Alpha ones, which are fancy French artillery firing on us as well, which kind of sucks to say the least. So yeah, causing quite a bit of damage there, and getting majority of our guys to rout here, or just getting them panicked in general, which kind of sucks. That's what can you do. We'll have a look at points though. Wow, it's actually even? No? I think it's even. So, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I thought we actually had to accumulate resource points, but I think there might be like a separate score. I don't know. I think we've got more than they do anyway. Okay, well in either case, yeah, we're still beating the crap out of them at this point. So yeah, beating the crap out of them indeed, and yeah, I think it'll just be a straight out victory for us. But yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty action packed. Not exactly much happening on the left or the middle though, except for me capturing a couple of forests here and there, having a few skirmishes. But yeah, the right, as you can see, is where it was at, and what we have there, oh, those Audacious quad autocannons, very nice. Doing a hell of a job against tanks and such. Awesome to rout and all that, and bam, down goes that tank, and yeah, you can see we've got charred remains of helicopters as well. So yeah, just not leaving much there. Artillery is continuing to pound us though while we advance forward, and this Chaparral is not going to live to fire its first missile there. I don't know what exactly they're doing, setting up there. Actually, must have just been a bit of a misclick by opponents. Their command, oh, they're using helicopter command. It's actually relatively safe. I was going to say that, but now of course it's actually getting taken out there, and India is completely gone. Actually got these, oh, okay, self-propelled artillery actually using heavy machine guns at close range on helicopters. I think I actually managed to take out 2 of them, although these guys are now panicked. Actually, no, I think only one of them is panicked. A couple of them being stunned here. Interesting, them being able to defend themselves like that. God, and what the hell are they doing? Oh, these are just the basic Mi-24As as well. So they're going to use them? No, maybe not. They're going to take them out. I don't know. There's got these rockets here, but they're not taking up for some reason. There goes another helicopter, I think. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was actually falling down, but no, apparently it's just sort of drunkenly going around. It's interesting. Well, these AMX is actually starting to do a bit of damage to the helicopters. That's kind of like, oh, there we go, but they're finally starting to get killed off as well. So rather interesting mixture there. Unfortunately, this MLRS though, it does not have, it doesn't have any rockets, doesn't have any secondary armaments either. This Havoc by the Kyle is just blowing the crap out of it. And yeah, basically, but I think we should be winning very soon. I only have 1 command vehicle left here, and I think that's my artillery shelling. Yep, and yeah, I've even managed to exhaust both my FOBs as the game has been going on for a bit of a while, as you can see. Indeed. Although I have to watch out what I'm doing with my artillery a bit. As you can see, it's actually yeah, doing a bit of friendly fire there. Oh, well, at least we're forcing the command vehicle to move around, and hotel, okay, there's a reinforcement zone as well. God, I have to watch out for these BMP-1s though. They don't have any armor at the rear or the top, so artillery hitting around there could do a bit of damage. But there you go, managed to do a bit of damage here and there. Look at that. Did I actually take out his command vehicle? That I'm not entirely sure. In any case, that's a game, set, and match for us. Total victory, wow. It's not even victory, but total victory. Look at that, 2,448 compared to that 220. Oh god, you gotta love that. Well, there you have it. And until next time, this has been Dame Didvid, signing off.